Was that a V8 sound? Also, hold on. What is that? What is that and what is that? Hanging from the bottom of the car. That really f***s with the clearance, whatever the hell that is. Oh, I want to look at the cars, man! That way we can call the video A Car Guy Watches Furious 7. Because apparently that's a good title.
We invented it.
Fuck off. Alright. Let's take a look. We got Porsche here, probably a 911 GT3. This looks like the front end of a 1 Series. Possibly a 1M. That would be really cool if it was a 1M. Hell is this? A Camaro front end. This could be a Lexus. Spitballing here. Maybe it's an RCF. No idea what this could be. Got a bit of a hood scoop here. Not sure. Old Porsche. Some kind of Audi. I don't know Audis well enough. So sexy. Nice. What the hell is that? Some kind of Lexus, maybe? Got an Infiniti here. That's not a surprise. I think that's another Infiniti right behind it. Then some more cars. So, yeah, we're going to see what cars we can spot in this movie. I'm loving the Hawkeye X STI. I'm more of a blob-eye guy myself, but that's a good generation of Subaru right there. Still got to go with the E46, though. So, in a drag race, I would expect the Subaru to win. I don't... Building an E46 M3 for drag racing just seems kind of strange to me. Got a big wing, though. Oh, it's just the same line of cars. Whatever. It's Mustang, maybe a Supra. I can't tell what that taillight is. Camaro. More muscle cars. Damn it. What's the point of that? Why are they doing that? I thought this was Race Wars. Okay. V10 R8. That's pretty cool. 550 horsepower, I think. I can check on my laptop here. First gen Audi R8 V10 horsepower. 525 horsepower. Okay. Fine.
Keep it under 9,000 RPMs. Kid's gonna fry his pistons after the first 200.
Why? Is that the only way she can win? Also, 9,000 RPMs in a Hemi Cuda? Hold on. Hemi Cuda red line is the red line. 5,500 RPM, according to this. A 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda, 390 horsepower. This thing better be built to shit, because holy crap. 9,000 RPM? That's pretty freaking nuts. Wait, the E46 and the WRX are behind them. How the f*** is that possible? Why is he gonna fry his pistons? Just because he's redlining constantly? If he just shifts, as long as he doesn't redline it, the only thing he can screw up is the gearbox. Is it a manual? Is that a manual V10 R8? That's pretty cool. How do you f*** that up? Also, why would you race in anything other than an E-gear Audi R8? Because gated transmissions, as far as I'm aware, it's really hard to shift those really fast without snapping the gear sticks. I could be wrong. I've never driven a gated car. Who launched better? The Cuda launched better, but then the R8's in front for that shot. I don't know. It's not a fucking Stanley Kubrick movie. I won't be that harsh on it. I was just curious who launched better. Sounds like she's at 3,000 RPM. Okay, not that far under 9,000. You're not going to win at 3,000 RPM. That gauge goes to 9,000! The f***? Okay, but she's nowhere near 9,000 when I listen. It just sounds like she's cruising. Do you hear that? How long is it? Is the gearing really long or something? Is it like the Shelby GT500s with the 331 gear ratio or whatever it is? The 331? I'm pretty sure. I'm not getting the sense of speed in this scene sequence. That's dumb as f***. That's the lamest thing I've ever seen. What kind of a race was that? That's like playing Need for Speed Underground 2 and forgetting to shift and blowing your engine. That's something that's very hard to do in a car in real life, because you can't not be aware of the RPMs of your car, unless if you're a moron. Not sure why she looks so proud. That dude was pathetic. You should have won that damn race. Also, this is California plated. Most unrealistic thing in this damn movie. There's no fucking way this car is legal in California. Seriously, what are these things? So if it's a classic, does it have some kind of exemption in that state? I know in Illinois that's a thing, but it's kind of superfluous. Like, each state has their own set of rules, but then on the federal level, the DOT just disagrees with most states. So, like, what's the point in letting states handle emissions and giving them quotas to meet certain air quality levels? Because some states are better than others. Why bother letting states handle it themselves if then the EPA can come in and say, well, actually, you know what? We're going to target these people individually because we're a whole bunch of But someone explain that to me. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Why give states the ability to come up with their own individual laws on things like emissions, but then have it possible for the EPA and the federal DOT, or whatever you want to call it, just have them go, well, you know what, just so you know, you have your rules, and as long as we don't think it's necessary, we don't give a shit what those rules are, until we decide to take things into our own hands and go, you know what, they might be following your rules, but they're not following ours, because we're a bunch of bastards. I don't understand what the point of it is. Where did he get that car from? I thought that was Letty in that car for a second there. What am I saying? Where did he get that car from? As I'm talking about someone with apparently millions and millions of dollars.
Tom, you have a package out here from Tokyo.
Tokyo? What's Han trying to convert me over to a turbocharger?
A lot of most of the cars I see on the street these days are freaking twin turbo anyways. Twin turbo LS and all that bullshit. And twin turbo Coyote. Granted, the stuff that Fat House Performance makes is pretty freaking gnarly, man.
The U.S. Diplomatic Security Service.
Oh, that's neat. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. What? Okay, R32. That's cool. Also, Angry Boy. What? How did he not slide? He was very careful not to slide there. Okay, what engine is in that Maserati? Because that's not... I thought it had a V8. That doesn't sound like a V8.
Reach their destination. Man.
Is that a WRX STI sedan? Ha! Well, what do you know? In case you can't tell, I'm tired.
We're gonna need long travel suspension, limited slip differentials on all of them.
How you doing?
Suspension, I get. I understand. Limited slip differential. Dodge calls their limited slip differential posit traction. Why? Oh, okay. 2013 WRX doesn't have a limited slip differential, a helical type limited slip front differential, and a torsion torque sensing limited slip rear differential. Why don't they all just get in a whole bunch of WRXs or Evos? Why make things difficult by trying to... it doesn't...
I want the demon love child between that and that.
When he said demon, I thought he was saying Dodge Demon. But no. The Demon doesn't come out for a few more years, I don't think. Because the Hellcat was a 2014 model year car. So, let me get this straight. Why does the Challenger have a wing? That's not the point I wanted to make. Also, he turned the fucking sedan Subaru into a wagon. Or, not a wagon. A hatchback. Why? Why does the Challenger have a wing? How did he accomplish this in this amount of time? Why a bus? The bus armored? A bus is not super fucking nimble, in case that wasn't obvious. I don't know how much I had to spell out with these movies, okay? Oh, I wanted to see the cars. That does look like a really cool road to drive on. Apparently, though, you want to be careful to not hit camels, though. They actually get into the road sometimes. And apparently, you can get in a lot of trouble if you hit a camel. So, yikes. You serious? Even in the Middle East, even in Abu Dhabi, Dom's got a fucking Charger, then followed by a McLaren? I don't know. Okay, so here's the Charger. McLaren MP4-12C, probably. Is that a Viper? Ferrari 458, and a Bugatti Veyron. What? The disparity in value of all of those cars is fucking insane. The Charger all the way up to the Veyron, that's like a 7-figure difference in value. That's insane. Out of all those cars, though, I don't really know which one I'd actually want. Like, I know which one I would choose out of them to just borrow for the day, but to keep and own, I don't know if I'd want any of them. I'm not a big fan of the Veyron. I don't think they look very good. I would, if I got a Bugatti, it would be something like a Chiron, but even then, I'm not sure I really like Bugattis all that much. The 458 is cool. I wish it had a little bit more power, but the engine sounds amazing. The Viper would be a lot of fun, because that's a V10 and a manual. The McLaren is nice, but I like the headlights on the later model McLarens. The Charger, I could just get that now. That's not a lot of money. So it's not a very special choice. So I think I'm walking. I think I'm just going to die of heat stroke in the desert is what's going to happen to me. I like how I was struggling to identify all the cars, and then we get these awesome close-up shots. Oh, it is a Viper. Yeah, I was right. I need to be more confident. I need to be way more confident. Got some other cars back here. An Aventador? I'll take an Aventador. That's for sure. Some Mercedes things. A lot of Mercedes. Jesus. Okay, I'll take this Mercedes. That Mercedes is nice. But I think I'd rather still take the Aventador.
So he wanted to use it for his supercar.
Now, see, this I like.
What? Wait, what did she give him? A speed chip? A what?
I need the speed drive I sent you. Where is it?
What the f is a speed drive? What's a speed drive? What? What is that? What on earth is a speed drive? Never mind. I don't care enough to find out.
What makes it so super?
242 miles per hour, top speed. And it's bulletproof.
Oh, are they talking about... Oh, what the f is it called? The Lycan Hypersport? Or whatever it's called? Made by that W Motors company? Which... Did they ever even put that car on the market? Did they actually sell any of those? Was that ever a thing? Was it like that Devil 17 or whatever the f? I don't know if anything ever came of it. They also had like a second model too. I feel like just get a Zenvo. I feel like the Zenvo looks like that, or like a Is it the Zenvo I'm thinking of? It was that orange car that caught fire when they reviewed it on Top Gear, and then it became even more orange. What engine was that? Was that an old Gallardo engine or a V12? Like a Ferrari V12 of some kind? I'm not sure I like the headlights. I mean, get rid of the bottom headlights maybe, but then it starts to look a little bit too much like a McLaren, you know? I'm not sure. That is the sound of a first-gen Gallardo. It has to be. Or like a Carrera GT or a Lexus LFA. Like that kind of V10. That doesn't sound like a V12. I could be wrong, though. I don't want to sound too confident. I've been wrong in the past. What is Brian doing? Is the ECU literally in the center console? That's really convenient. Actually, that's really inconvenient if you were a tuner, actually. Get away from the window. Or what's left of it. Which is not much. Where are we now? Oh, we're... Okay, never mind. Okay. What? So, let me get this straight. This guy is a tuner. She gave him a random ECU, and he just sold it to some dude. Didn't even confirm it was an ECU that could work in that car. Like, it was just magically compatible with the wiring harness, I guess. Ooh! A matte gray Aventador. I like it! Dark blue R35 with a weird-looking wing. Oh, Okay. It's been a few movies since the last time we saw the Charger. Kind of nice to see it back. My buddy Atril really wants one, man. I really hope he gets one. It would really suit him. BDS. I don't know what that stands for. That doesn't look like a fake blower either. Like, taped onto the hood. That looks legit. Is that a real blower? That's pretty sick. I mean, for me, it's just... If I had, like, an old car like that, I'd do a resto mod where I would put in a modern engine, like a Hellcat swap or a Red Eye swap. Put a cam in it, make it sound a little old school, even though you don't really need to cam a Hellcat engine as far as I'm aware. And, put, like, a modern transmission into it, too. Because you're going to spend a lot of money either way.
One last ride.
Yeah, not so much. Why are you saying that? Woo! Aston Martin! Is that the one that his brother had? Or is that a different one? It's gonna get fucking destroyed and I'm gonna cry. It looks like the one his brother had. I still want one. Even though everyone's like, they're so unreliable, and I'm just like, no, I know they're unreliable, but I want one. I just don't have a lot of money, so I have to be careful with what car I choose as my first supercar. Because I know I'm gonna get one, it's just, I don't know, I just don't want to bet on being able to buy multiple, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it would be a big expense that I'd have to be careful about which one I choose. That thing would be so fucking loud. There's no way it wouldn't be. Also, can someone explain to me what glass packs are in exhausts in older cars? Because I don't understand what people are talking about when they say stuff like that.
God's eyes placing him at Hill and 7th.
Is that a manual? What? Hold on. No way. A manual V12 Aston Martin Vantage. I don't think we got those in the US, did we? I only ever see the Aston Martin Vantage S, and that's got the paddles. It's left-hand drive, though. Huh. That's really interesting. Well, it's not a DBS, is it? Or is that a DBS? That might be a DBS, actually. Not a DB9, right? Hold on. To the Google Mobile. Furious 7 Aston Martin. It's a DB9. That's why it's a fucking manual. But then, Fast and the Furious 6 Aston Martin. That was a DB9 as well? I think I spent the whole movie talking about how it was a V12 Vantage. How about you don't say anything about that? Because maybe it was just really dark and I couldn't tell. It's a DB9. Cool. Oh, that's fucking embarrassing. I'm gonna leave that in, though. Did the DBS have the same engine as the Zonda? Could you make a DBS sound like a Zonda? Aston Martin DBS Zonda engine? What? January 2023? Why are they saying goodbye to the Aston Martin DBS? Why is this loading so slowly? Fucking my charging cord unplugged again. It looks kinda cool. I just prefer the old school ones. I hear they sound pretty good, though. What is... the hell is this thing? Why is he driving... Okay. What was that? Why did he do 2 throttle blips? You only need to do 1 if you're rev matching. That thing is low. I don't see much of a wheel gap between the tires and those fenders. I don't even know what it is. Is that the car from earlier? I see a Charger, some kind of Mercedes, a Ford GT? That's kind of interesting. What's this old thing? Supra? That's Paul Walker's personal Supra. Because he had the white one with BBS wheels. I don't know if it's still in his collection. I don't know what his family did with it. What are those wheels on the Charger? I don't know. Alright, I'm going to see you guys in the next video, because the next video I'm going to just completely dedicate to talking about Paul Walker. I'm going to do my best to do it the way I hope to do it. Because it's not going to be about being funny or witty or anything like that. It's going to be a little bit more serious. Well, it's going to be a lot more serious, about as serious as I can be. So I'll see you guys in that next clip.